Oh, there we go. Started.
I haven't touched it.
No, I didn't.
Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations.
George is dead.
Yeah, George is missing.
That's because I murdered him.
Yeah,
Oh shit, it's Ryan, no, run!
There's someone new on the scene, alright?
Not really
Ryan,
new. You just come in every so
You just
often
return.
when you feel like it.
It's fine, it's Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
I've killed George, and inhabited his own body. Now I'm the new George.
I guess that means we know whose lines he's doing. Anyway.
Have you told Ryan what this case is that we're doing so far?
Nope. I guess you can discover as he goes along. Anyway, let's get right into it. Right,
all
so
I gotta do is automatically accuse the first person I see, and they're the criminal.
There's been a murder.
Right,
there he is.
Which one? It's like 7 people on screen.
Alright, forgot to do the intro. So yeah, there's me, Rob, Lawrence.
Hi.
And obviously you know Ryan, so.
What's up?
If you don't know Ryan, you've not lived.
And the criminal is the lady with the snacks.
Probably.
So there's been a murder on an airline.
Okay.
And the guy's body was found in an elevator. That's basically all we know. We know that the killer maybe went to a shop at one point on the flight. Anyway, so you must be the captain. No.
Okay,
Ryan can have this. Fuck it.
The temporary line.
You got shades.
Why, yes, I am. And who might you be?
I am the prodigy prosecutor, Franziska von Kammer, and I have a few questions for you.
Ah, don't you dare, Captain. Getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do.
What are you on about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy.
I wouldn't... Oh, shit.
Rob, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Carry on, Lawrence.
I have the wire here. I will throttle your ass. That's good. That's what I have a wire in my hand. I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain, too much of a reputable person.
This is also you, Ryan. Time to play the detective.
Sure. If you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir.
He was in the cockpit the entire time. I hardly know anything of use. Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Franziska and her whip.
Oh!
As expected. Oh shit, the man's there.
Is that a clown?
No.
No, he's just he's a foreign Trump, as we've described him.
He's Zinc LeBlanc the Third.
He's Zinc LeBlanc the Third, and once you see his freaking shot, his face, you're gonna understand why we call him the foreign Trump.
You fancy playing Trump, Ryan?
Foreign Trump?
No.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. Now see here!
Ah! Sorry, I'm so sorry!
How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal I told you!
Mr. LeBlanc.
Oh, it's you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend.
Jesus Christ. Did you finish taking his statement yet?
Yep, all done, sir.
I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. Look at his face. Just look at him.
Look at Trump. Look at Trump, dude. Stress eating after he lost the election.
He's still salty about it.
And thus this video has been dated.
I mean, doesn't really matter.
You make a single scratch on my art, you will pay!
Art? What sort of art?
Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he has a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. They're practically a mountain of them, large and small.
From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts.
There's gum on my shoe.
Jesus Christ.
Folk costumes, speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like a piece of cloth. What you have to do, Rob?
Time to present it to him.
Dude, let me tell you, man, my art is huge.
His art's huge. Mr. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me?
Oh, it's a Borginian cloth.
As I suspected, your hat is made of the same material, I suppose.
Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous, orders come from over the seas for more.
Okay. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier.
No. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved?
You can get your cargo back. We're done investigating, pal.
The stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it is no good that the attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room too.
As attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenero. Also, what? I was gonna say, do I want to see the evidence quick or no?
I guess we could take a look at the organizer. So, this is the evidence we have. We have Edgeworth's badge, the victim's travel wallet, also known as Mr. Hicks. We have the crime scene notes. So you look, there's the dead body as we found it.
Alright, so Trump's the killer, yeah?
There's Sky Magazine, but we don't need this anymore.
I think that's pretty much useless now.
The Mr. Iffy piggy bank.
Yep. The supposed weapon, but it's not.
Oh my god, if he's the killer.
Grape juice footprints. A photo of Mr. Hicks
The giant
when he was
statue.
alive with his weird fast phone.
He has around a chain, which seems like it should be restraining his
A
neck.
missing cell phone. Some refueling in Zhengfa, and Miss Meal's testimony, which is Cammy.
Yeah.
Oh, and we
I know
have
the suitcase
so-
and a glove.
yeah, we have a suitcase and a
Okay,
glove.
guys,
as well.
already solved the case.
Alright, who is it?
It's Trump.
What's it?
Anyway,
He was so enraged when he lost the election, he took it on the first person he saw on the flight path. Boom. Four eyes. Dead.
anyway,
Alright, where's the arrest button?
we don't have an arrest button.
No.
God,
What did you like
God
that
damn.
attendant, Mr. LeBlanc?
She was taken into the attendant's room for her interview, and then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her.
Why is Mr. Nero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Meanwhile,
Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you?
yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room.
No. Yes, Kitty, but before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances.
I understand.
You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking and your beautiful face, but you cannot pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth.
Thanks.
Aren't they like brother and sister?
No,
Uh,
they were raised
they grew
together.
They're racist. That's about it. So effectively, yes.
Alright.
As Lawrence cuts out.
I just want to be sure that there is no incest
No,
possible.
definitely not.
We're destroying you viewers. You perverts.
Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
You fool, I don't know how to use a vent. Let's go. But the likeliest suspect, Francesca?
Do you have a problem with that?
No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. Usually a bit more absolute.
I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend?
Extremely. Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will soon prove my innocence enough. I mean, brain
Soon enough.
jumble. If I want to continue my investigation, I have to break her line of logic. Fast.
Time to take it slow.
No, I gotta go fast, because that's what he said.
Now, let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, and they learned the body was discovered.
Sonic, Mars, Hedgehog.
Can we prove that? No. I don't really think we
I mean, we're on the first floor, aren't we?
Yeah.
At the time, the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found.
The only
I mean,
person
that
in this
thing on
lounge the
the-
entire
that
time
note
was
said-
Yuzmal. This is incorrect.
That note said 6:15, right?
Which one?
The one with his body.
Yeah, he was killed at 6:15. Well, the body was found at
It was found
6:15.
at 6:15.
I haven't necessarily estimated time of death. But he wasn't the only one there.
Presumably earlier. I'd be very surprised if it was later.
This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
The likeliest suspect, huh? What a roundabout euphemism. But it would appear that she doesn't know yet about the new evidence that we acquired and where we acquired it. I'll take care of the captain. We'll look at one hole at a time. Oh, in a suitcase, probably. Evidence that the body was moved, I guess.
I mean, the body could have been moved, yeah.
So it's the suitcase?
Maybe, I don't know, but like the thing is, it's a new piece of evidence that they recently discovered, so I presume it might be it's either the cloth or it's going to be the suitcase.
The scene of the crime was here, and the very lounge the body was discovered. It can't be that because the body was used to be moved.
Yeah, it was moved. Yeah, so
There you
yeah,
go.
suitcase.
That took a bit. That's fine.
It would appear that you did not have all the important information needed after all.
And what does that mean?
I literally just said it. What do you think it means?
I don't
It
know.
means-
Elaborate.
I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location.
Lying coldly. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm lying. Clearly. Okay. The
Now we
killer
watch as
used-
Edgeworth proceeds to lie through his fucking teeth.
Can I please finish my statement?
Sorry.
The killer used his suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection! Now, who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions?
Excuse me.
All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth.
I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily.
You should know better than that. A Von Kammer is perfect in every way.
Should we need to bring up game 2? Next. Ah, but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
Objection! As if there is proof of that.
Where is the proof? It was the stoppers. If we I don't know if we have the stoppers. So probably the suitcase again.
Where's the proof that this suitcase was moved around?
It's
Oh,
probably
no,
the
I know.
suitcase again.
This.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that. That stupid grape thing.
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator?
Yes, I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Alright, Ryan, do you know where it is?
I don't know,
Is it
man.
solved?
Can we see it? I can't. I don't.
No, it's clearly up.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
all the way over
To the
here.
right, to the right,
That glass
to
is
the right,
suspicious.
to the right, to the right, to the right. See where
Yeah,
that
it's
X
up.
is in the top right? Just click that for me. It's on the lines, man. It's dragging. Something got wheeled off.
Jesus.
Obviously, yeah.
Did you see where that X is?
This mark here, when you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels,
I suppose.
further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels in the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
I
big is
suppose
this
this means that
suitcase?
the killer
Oh, that one?
did move the victim's body from somewhere else.
Sorry, what was that, Ren?
I was like, how big is this suitcase, dude?
I mean, it's probably one of those big, sizable ones. You could fit a body in
They
there.
probably dragged it on along its side.
I was gonna say, I'm compared to my suitcase, my dude. I wouldn't fit a body in there. When I was a kid.
But you have seen those huge ones, though. You can fit bodies in those.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
probably.
Objection! Not so fast. This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot.
Was that you?
More testimony!
Testimony.
Oh, argument. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence, and then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death! Then, while you are in the elevator and the victim's body is stuck in the suitcase, the plane hits a patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. I'm a genius.
Ah, so you think you're telling me you thought I self-reported? No, I'm just kidding. So, not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly.
Just what are you insinuating?
And I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop.
Not if I say that Magenta is kind of sus.
Shit!
You're fucked
I
now.
didn't do it.
Anyway, you prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. That's impossible. Because it was taken after the turbulence.
Yep. The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared.
Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in the courtroom must learn to master.
Basically, learn to use your fucking brain. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix?
A fake?
Yes, I forged this. Let's go. This Mr. Italy piggy bank is not just a fake.
Is just such a fake.
It's just such a fake.
It is the real murder weapon, Lawrence.
Iffy, guys. Iffy,
Bizarro Lawrence has arrived.
This Mr. Iffy piggy bank is just such a fake. Christ, I can't stop laughing. It is not the real murder weapon.
What?
The timing of when the piggy was taken...
The piggy? Technically correct?
Ah, correct.
The timing of when the piggy was taken from the shop is important.
Sorry.
I can't imagine him saying piggy like...
The timing of when the piggy was taken... Oh, God.
The timing... Sorry. The timing when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence occurred.
But then what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that?
It's blood money. I assume it was added after the murder, when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick up the bank off of the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head.
Donk.
Fine, the victim's wallet was parted off in my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Acme Hicks. Also, he touched me in my sleep.
User! Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Okay. Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found?
we didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one man. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end.
My voice is terrible.
But it's possible it's just hidden somewhere, sir.
Jesus Christ. If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I'd think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody clock. Or they could have just tossed it out the fucking flight.
They threw it in the trash!
Like, just open like an airlock, toss it out, bang.
Straight. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the clock was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or it is still at the real crime scene.
Objection! There is one more possibility.
And that would be...
That you murdered him! No, I'm joking. That the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon.
But didn't we just...
Hold it! Let me finish! The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning. A perfectly reasonable line of wouldn't you? Let's see, so that means that the killer had the key to the display case.
Franziska, are you high?
Maybe. Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain, and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is a sin of lying.
I have nothing more to say.
Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her.
No.
Very well, permission granted. But only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other?
I have no intention of interrogating her. But you are welcome to accompany me if you both wish.
Please interrogate her, it will be fun.
What?
Mr. Nero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
If you really want to interrogate, why don't you interrogate her yourself? Do it yourself.
It's more fun when you do it.
How?
Besides, I have a whip. So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
Miss Tenero.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too.
No, I'm actually a ghost. I'm not actually here right now.
Oh.
Can you please help us shed some light on why you did what you did?
Alright.
No, okay.
Oh god, she looks so fucking...
Done with life.
Yeah.
Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy.
Of course he does.
I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Mean. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. And also tell you you're very stupid. Also, thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Tenero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why was you there? Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Franziska struck a nerve.
But we have already Darkstar. No, I'm joking. All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do. So you're saying it was for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Miss Tenero claims to have no other reason than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. So the suitcase, probably.
Present suitcase.
Suitcase.
Case.
Ryan, I think Rob's got a lisp.
Lisp.
He does have a lip.
Put him down. I think you need to put him down, Ryan.
All right,
Wow!
I'm gonna get the shotgun.
Jesus Christ, dudes!
What?
We at Armaveris do not look down on anyone who has a lisp.
I do.
Unless it's me, in which case everyone looks down on me.
And now I have to edit that out. Thanks, Ryan.
Is that?
No problem, buddy. It's okay. Just overlay this. I love zebras.
Oh no, we definitely have to say overlay and then say like some McSee's monster.
Yeah.
If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Tenero.
Oh, that suitcase.
Yes, about this suitcase. You're the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
I already know everything. So stop bothering.
Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Omniscience.
Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase? Despite me already knowing about it.
I was interested in seeing how the suitcase I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional I'm not supposed to care. Excuse me. But I really wanted to know, and I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
Well, there's the contradiction. The last one there. Well,
Do we have...
probably need to talk about it. So you're saying, Miss Tenero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes, they're just so popular they're practically flying off the shelves.
That's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking into at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it!
I'm sorry, I can't!
But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
I'm fucking magenta, and that's green! It's hideous!
What?
Slaughtered!
Maybe that was too correct. Moving on, I give no shits about it. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only one. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction.
Oh, really, Francisco? Where? I have no fucking
When I left
idea.
the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something's amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency?
Probably lies.
By the way, Miss Tenero, what is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
What's so funny? Just the fact it's there.
Yeah.
I thought you said that there was only one left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
She's used it for a long time? Bullshit! Miss Tenero, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second you've used this for a very long time. Are you okay, though?
It still has a tag on it.
Are you okay?
Like-
What's wrong?
Come
Chuckling.
on now.
Sorry?
Unless she's one of those people that, like, wear hats on their heads and they try to keep it fresh by leaving the tag on.
Jesus Christ. Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your tactic to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase?
Ah! What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase?
Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me.
You know what to say, Lawrence.
Do I know what to what?
Zavari.
Oh, yes, sorry! I returned! Sorry, I'm not bringing him back. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now, this suitcase was originally in...
In-flight shop.
Right. Seeing as the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought the suitcase was you. Because you are sad.
That's the line now.
I hate to say it, but this suitcase you designed is utter garbage.
And we'll see you guys next time on Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations.
It's literally only worth
Edgeworth, the
trash.
fucking savage.